Hello everyone, it's the TheCanadianWifier. A few people have been requesting for me to actually upload with my Tauros team, and I feel like I finally will. So, for those of you who do not know, I made a team featuring Tauros with Spoon Games the other day because it is just a fantastic Pokemon in today's metagame. It gets so many crucial kills with one layer of Spike and one layer of Stealth Rock that it's just amazing, especially with a mix set. Now, before you click that X button, mix Tauros. Yes, I said it. Mix Tauros and OU. Yes, I said it. But it is actually incredibly good. And this battle will showcase it for you right now. I have a ton of other standard-ish games to showcase it, but this one I got on the ladder, and Tauros just went ham, and I figured, you know what, to showcase a battle against a guy where Tauros gets one kill in a very standard game, as opposed to showcasing a battle against a less standard guy, but Tauros gets a lot of kills, I'd rather show you this one. And it's probably more entertaining to watch this one anyway, because Tauros gets a lot of kills. Spoiler, Tauros gets a lot of kills in this game. So anyway, leading off, I have lead Custap Skarm, and I'm just going to predict an elite fortress, and guess what I can do? I'm fast, so I can taunt you, and you get no Stealth Rock. So, because of that, I mean, I can just set up a quick layer of Stealth Rock. Lightning comes Latias, and I don't want it just sitting here setting up all over me, especially if it was Subcom Mine, so I'm going to go for the taunt. I still have sturdy, I know I could live in a hit. And he goes for the HP Fire. This is important. First off, it lets me get up a layer of Spikes, so now I have Stealth Rock and Spikes and Custap. I decided to go for Brave Bird, because I'd rather have damage on this thing, because it's a bit of a threat. But what it allows me to do, I know he has HP Fire, and I also know Tauros' Rock Climb kills from 50% on Latias, and it does about 80% to Latios, so I just go in and kill it. I know speed. I miss a Fire Blast on Fortress, and he gets a Rapid Spin Off. That pisses me off a lot. It happens way too much. Anyway, I predict Chandelure to come in and I just kill with Earthquake. But seriously, it happens too much. The Fortress should be dead. He did not see that coming, and it pissed me off. Anyway, now that I took off Celebi for Scarf Gengar on this team, I don't really have anything for Rotom Wash, so I switched to my own Rotom Wash, went for a T-Bolt to get off some damage, and then for some reason I Volt Switch on this turn. I should have just kept T-Bolting because my Rotom's useless and his Rotom is kind of a threat. I go to Keldeo because Keldeo is more or less useless and I just want damage off on this thing. And now that I have damage off on this Rotom Wash, I can just bring back in Tauros because it kills Rotom Wash from 52%. It's about the same as Keldeo's Secret Sword, about how much it does. Anyway, I'm going to go for Rock Climb. He goes into Gliscor. Protect is so obvious, so I'm going to go for the Fire Blast, bait him into a full sense of security, and then next turn is problem with an Ice Beam and he dies. So, that just happened. In case you're wondering, yeah, you've just seen the whole set now. I always speed Rotom and just kill it off with a Rock Climb. He's going to bring in Fortress, I just have speed and kill it off with a Fire Blast. And ladies and gentlemen, Tauros just put in some work. So, that's about all I have to say about that. He brings in Conkeldurr, and I go with the Gengar. Stupidness ensues, but I don't really want to talk about the rest of the battle. I'd rather talk about Tauros. Tauros is a very interesting Pokemon. It works a lot better in more standard games. This thing catches a lot of people off guard, because first off, they're like, what the hell is a Tauros doing in OU? But it reaches 350 speed, which speed ties with Latios. It outspeeds a lot of really important things, like Keldeo, Terrakion, they all need to run Scarf, obviously, to outspeed it. And it, with a little bit of hazard support, obviously I have Custap Skarm, it hits really hard. It hits really hard, and that's good coverage with the Earthquake. Obviously, Ice. It's basically the same as Tyranitar. The same reason you run Fire Blast and Ice Beams to hit Gliscors, Ferrothorns, Fortresses, etc., and obviously Stab. Anyway, I have a second game here, which is live. Enjoy it. Peace. What's up, guys? Got a Tauros battle coming your way because I feel like just the one battle was not good enough. I also have the co-creator of the team with me. Hello.
Hey, I'm Spoon.
I also have an old live narration saved up that I could have put on, but the live narration is from the night that we first created the team, and it doesn't have the Scarf Gengar or a variety of changes. I'm just gonna find a battle. This guy actually has a decent team considering I am at 1,000 on the ladder because I've never gotten an OU match. Once again, we're facing Sun.
Yeah, we usually do.
I swear to God, this has never happened before, to a specific team, but I'm gonna have to say more than half the time I face Sun with this team. Like, it's not even funny. Sun, it's basically like Sun or nothing, really. But it's good because I know how to beat the damn team. Tauros really shits on this man.
Yep, after Venusaur goes down.
I feel like he leads off with Mamo though, so I'm just gonna lead off with Keldeo. Either way, Keldeo is a great way to deal damage to Ninetales.
Great real deal.
It is a great real deal. It's a great way to deal damage to Ninetales. I don't know what you thought you were gonna do there, man.
Take the HP Grass. He knew that you'd HP Grass, even though nothing on his team.
What are you gonna do? Fantastic play. I really applaud that. Now, the question is, do I go for the Icy Wind predicting Sigilyph?
Or Venusaur.
I feel like I have to. I mean, why would he say in?
Right.
There it is, Sigilyph. Hello. Sorry, I
There
have
you go.
Icy Wind. You can't do that! Keldeo.
That's an easy 2-hit KO.
Yeah, I don't know what he's going to bring in, to be honest. Most likely Heatran predicting that?
You can still...
Nope. That was silly.
That was silly.
Tried too hard.
I would have just Ice Winded anyway.
TBH, this thing's not a threat, especially when it's really slow. So I'm just going to continue slowing it down. Especially now that it just dies, so I really don't know why he did that. I don't need Keldeo. Honestly, the Keldeo against the Sun team is about as useful as, like, it's not useful. I can't even think of an analogy. It's about as useful as Keldeo versus the Sun team. It's really not that useful. The best thing I can normally do is get off some damage on Ninetales with a Secret Sword, so that Tauros can come in and kill. Because Tauros outspeeds all forms of Ninetales. It OHKO is offensive, but it doesn't always OHKO defensive with Earthquake. I feel like right now I could bring this thing in and just do some damage. I didn't even lead off with Skarmory.
No, you didn't.
Should I now?
Tauros, no, I think Tauros would be good. Earthquake hits a lot of things.
Okay.
And he can kill Sigilyph.
And if he goes into Sigilyph, I can always just outspeed and probably kill with Ice Beam, to be honest, because 30% is not much health.
Yeah, Ice Beam or Rock Climb if you're...
So that dies. Thanks for letting me kill that. It's fantastic. Now what do you have? He brought in a Sigilyph. I don't want to miss with the Rock Climb, though, is the problem, and I don't feel like Ice Beam will kill. I'm going to go for Rock Climb. Yep, there it is.
Oh, there we go. That was easy.
Yeah, that was easy.
What's he gonna... He's gonna bring in Venusaur.
I love the amount of people that underestimate this Pokemon. It's fantastic. As soon as I get Sleep Fodder, Gengar can outspeed and get off some damage, and the damage that Gengar gets off, Scizor can come over with a Bullet Punch and kill. That's what I've learned. I mean, I could also go to Skarmory, because I have 30 still. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Skarmory to Sleep Fodder.
Yeah, it's sweet.
There it is.
There you go.
And Gengar can normally switch in. Maybe not an HP Fire. That's maybe... No, there it is. Okay. Now,
that's Scar, right?
Yeah, this thing outspeeds Modest Venusaur, and who the hell runs Timid, in my opinion?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Ah, voice crack. Okay, shouldn't be recording it. 11:56.
That was nice damage, especially with Life Orb.
Yeah. No, Scizor kills from 60%, so really I didn't need that much damage, but most likely goes into Heatran, but even if he goes into Heatran, I can just Sack Road and Wash, and if he has a Balloon, it pops it for Tauros, so... And there you go. Oh, good thing I don't predict, because I hate when people stand. Scizor, just standing in the fire. I don't need this anymore. Do I?
No. Well, maybe for Mamoswine.
Maybe for Mamoswine. Actually, Rotom's the best Mamoswine counter. So I'm just going to Bullet Punch and break his Balloon. And at this point, I think Tauros cleans up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It outspeeds this. It doesn't look offensive.
It outspeeds Mamoswine. Ishard doesn't kill because Tauros actually has really good natural defense.
Yeah, Bullet Punch doesn't even kill.
Bullet Punch to Tauros does about as much as Bullet Punch did to Landorus Eye. Bullet Punch just isn't good. Sorry. Earthquake hits everything on his team right now. Now goes Heatran. If he wants to try to bring in Mamoswine, I can just hit it with a Fire Blast and Sun. I tried to bring in the Gastrodon, which I feel like Earthquake would just kill because I don't want to miss a Rock Climb, but I'm real, and I get it. The same accuracy as Fire Blast. So, I mean, it isn't horrible, but...
It's good damage with Sheer Force.
Does that kill? No, not even close, because it has Thick Fat. I didn't expect it to.
Well, what else? Oblivious?
I need to hit Hydro Pumps here, by the way, because I took off Hidden Power Fire for Thunderbolt. Not bad.
Yeah.
Rotom coming through. So yeah, that was one battle. How long is it?
No clue.
I can't tell because the recorder... 5 minutes? I feel like that would be sufficient to add on to the end of a Tauros video, so... Showcase. Use this thing. I have an RMT. Me and Spoon.
Good name.
Me and him wrote one on Smogun. First link in the description. Please click it. Read it. Rate it. It is a rate my team for a reason, because you're supposed to rate it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you check out Spuns. Why do I keep calling you that?
Because I'm beautiful.
I'll see you guys next time. Peace.